I think it looks absolutely fantastic.
That's so good. I was like, Alan, you should write this. A long-time customer of Cage, and this is his new bike, number 22 Aurora, in a full custom build. And we're going to ask him a few questions about why he's chosen this frame and the build to go along with it. All right, first up, why did you choose this frame?
Look, it was a pretty easy decision. I think when I saw number 22 when they won Best Bike and Show back at NABS in, I think it was somewhere around, maybe around 2018. I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome. I want to get on one of those things. And when they released the fully integrated version, I think that was the point at which I went, okay, now it's time to actually pull the trigger on this. This is, it just leapt out straight away. Something just so beautifully machined, very elegant. I thought that's got to come to a new home.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think the step up from the non-integrated to the integrated, they've come a long way. So what are the parts that you're running on this bike?
A good mix of parts. I think it's a balanced approach for a bike like this. The first most important part is the drivetrain. I went with Dura's Di2, so that's 9270, it's 12 speed. It's just, historically for me, very reliable. I actually like the range, the gear range on offer. So from 1134 up the back, a mid-compact crankset at the front with the rotor Aldu power meter, the rotor Aldu crank arms and the power to max power meter. I think that can handle basically anything in and around Sydney and probably New South Wales for that matter. I think that the range of gearing on offer there is just fantastic. I think it's well suited to the bike. I went with MD 4.5 wheels, so sit up tubeless. It's the latest generation, custom built with DT180 ceramic hubs. Gone with the Syncross 1 bars, which actually dovetail really nicely into the number 22 stem that is made in-house by number 22, so it's quite an elegant match. They're quite ergo on top. I actually like the feel and fit for longer days in the saddle. 28mm tyres, so set up tubeless as you can see. So the Pirelli P0 TLRs really work well for me. And your Rumble cages, I think the matte UD weave really works in nicely with the frame finish as well. So yeah, pretty balanced overall approach to the bike. It's built for comfort, not so much particularly targeting lightweight components, although there is a nice little lightweight derailleur clamp there on the down tube, on the seat tube rather, made by Parley. So it's a nice little touch, but I think it really works in well with the frame selection.
Cool, awesome. So how does this bike fit into your current collection, Joel?
I think it fits in very well. This is a titanium bike which I don't really have right now. I've got a number of different carbon bikes in a small collection that I have, but I don't have a titanium bike. And so I saw the opportunity to actually get something which I really, really like. From the titanium family, this was a pretty easy decision. So yeah, I can't wait to ride it. I haven't had a titanium bike in a little while, and I think this is going to be something pretty special.
So what type of riding do you intend to do on this bike?
I intend to do riding which is taking me up lots of hills and ideally a fairly long way. So the type of riding I typically do is road riding, so not much on gravel of course. This is designed to be strictly on road for me. I do like long days out, so anything 150 k's and above is always a good day out in the saddle, ideally involving lots of hills. And I think having ridden a number of titanium bikes in the past, the overwhelming takeaway that I get is that it's an exceedingly comfortable bike to ride. I like the idea of actually having an integrated carbon seat tube as well, just for that little bit of extra comfort. But I've always had a very good experience with big days out, lots of rolling hills, lots of steep hills on titanium frames, and I've got every intention of using this for that very purpose. Yeah, can't wait to ride it. Lots of riding around Sydney, typically, but I do a little bit of riding in Canberra as well. If you've ever been out the back of Canberra, you know just come from there. It's pretty pointy. It can be a bit rugged. The road is not always smooth, and I think that the balance between the 28mm tyres and the titanium frame, I think will actually be really lovely to ride on out there.
Yeah, you'll absolutely love it. To summarise, what's your overall thought on this bike?
I think it looks absolutely fantastic. The immediate word that comes to mind is elegant. I think it's a really elegant looking bike. I think it looks so seamless from the saddle down. I really like the way it actually presents, so aesthetically. The actual colour of the bronze against the titanium is quite subtle. I think it's going to stand the test of time. I really like the traditional junction of the seat tube and the seat stays. There's no drop seat stays on this, and that's not a criticism of bikes that drop seat stays. I rather like them, but I think this is a slightly more traditional looking frame, and I think it will stand the test of time without question. But I think it's just so beautifully integrated. I think the stem there is absolutely outstanding. The way that they've tied that into the head tube, it just presents as such a classic looking bike. Not classic in terms of old steel classic frames, but a modern classic.